Some journeys begin with a map, others begin with a moment, when you realize your family needs space to breathe, to explore, to reconnect. Family travel isn't about ticking off countries, it's about the memories that sneak into your heart. The first time your child tries something new, sees something wild, or smiles at someone who speaks a different language.
In Family Holidays Around the World, Episode 2, we take you beyond the bucket list, into 5 epic family adventures where nature, culture, and joy come together. Let's begin, in the land of lanterns, elephants, and endless smiles.
Thailand is more than a destination. It's a feeling. It welcomes you with warmth. From the sun, from the spices, from the people. It's the kind of place where kids become adventurers and parents become storytellers. In the north, Chiang Mai is a haven of gentle elephants, lantern festivals, and peaceful temples tucked among the hills. Families wander quiet alleys lined with hand-woven crafts, tasting sweet coconut pancakes from night market stalls, and marveling at golden Buddhas that glisten in the early light. At Elephant Nature Park, children giggle as they feed rescued giants, learning not just about animals, but about kindness. No rides here, no tricks, just trust and wonder. Down south, the rhythm changes. In Krabi and the Phi Phi Islands, long-tail boats whisk you away to secret beaches where limestone cliffs rise like guardians from the sea. The water is warm, clear and calm, perfect for first-time snorkelers. Paddleboards glide, footprints vanish in soft sand. There are no screens, only the sound of waves and laughter.
Base yourself near Ao Nang for access to both quiet beaches and day trips to island coves. Look for family-run hotels with connecting rooms, outdoor kitchens, and hammocks beneath the palms. During the Yi Peng Festival, held in November, the skies above Chiang Mai fill with thousands of floating lanterns, each carrying a wish. Families come from around the world to watch their dreams drift into the night.
Greece is a land stitched together by stories. Every stone has a tale, every breeze carries a whisper of gods and heroes. But when you arrive with your family, it's not just about mythology, it's about making your own. In Athens, history is alive beneath your feet. Children gaze in awe at the towering pillars of the Parthenon, imagining battles, philosophers, and gods. The Acropolis Museum brings ancient tales to life in ways little minds can understand, complete with models, artifacts, and shadows that dance like secrets. But Greece's true magic lies beyond the mainland. On the islands, Naxos, Paros, and the more hidden gems like Milos or Syros, families slow down. Days begin with the scent of warm bread, the buzz of bees in fig trees, and the promise of another beach waiting just beyond the hill. The sand here is soft, the water is clear and calm, perfect for paddling feet and floating hearts. Parents sip iced coffee in shaded tavernas while children chase butterflies between chairs, often with a free ice cream in hand from a smiling waiter. Greek hospitality isn't staged. It's woven into every meal, every greeting, every invitation to stay a little longer. You can take a small boat to a quiet cove, snorkel among rocks, and find a secret cave to call your own for the afternoon. In the evening, you might stumble into a village square where music plays and strangers become dance partners. Children spin, clap, laugh, and for a moment, the world feels wonderfully small.
Travel in late May or early September for warm weather, fewer crowds, and affordable ferry options. Book island hopping passes to explore beyond the tourist trails, and consider renting a small villa with a kitchenette for easy, flexible meals. Many Greek restaurants don't even offer a kids menu because children are expected to eat what the family eats, and with grilled cheese, sweet tomatoes, and warm honey pastries, they rarely complain.
In Australia, there's a sense of space that breathes with you. It's in the endless sky, in the stretch of coastlines where the sand feels untouched, in the rust-red roads that vanish into a horizon that never hurries. Families arrive and find themselves moving slower, seeing more, and smiling wider. In Sydney, the adventure starts with ferries that sail across the harbour, past the iconic Opera House and under the mighty harbour bridge. But the city holds more than its skyline. In Darling Harbour, children wander through the Sea Life Aquarium, stare wide-eyed at dugongs, and walk beneath sharks with a gasp. At Taronga Zoo, kangaroos hop by enclosures that open to a view of the city, reminding everyone that nature and civilization can still hold hands. But the real stories live on the road. Many families choose the open road freedom of a campervan. Driving north from Brisbane, the road hugs the coast. Days pass in salty swims, roadside fruit stalls, and spotting koalas asleep in eucalyptus trees. In Queensland, you reach the gateway to one of Earth's greatest wonders, the Great Barrier Reef. Imagine your children floating side by side above coral cities. Fish flash like treasure. Sea turtles glide close enough to count freckles on their shells.
Back on land, the rainforest of Daintree hums like an ancient song, one older than dinosaurs but open to all. Head inland and the colors change. Rust and gold, silence and stillness. The Outback welcomes you with stories etched in stone and songlines. In the red center, Uluru rises like a breath from the earth. Families gather at dusk as its sandstone face turns to fire. Around a desert campfire, children listen to dreamtime stories passed through generations. Lessons, legends, and laughter under a sky so full of stars it almost hums. Australia's size is its secret weapon and its challenge. Fly between major regions like Sydney to Cairns or Adelaide to Alice Springs to save time. For families, campervans offer flexibility and comfort, with many campgrounds featuring pools, play areas, and BBQ dinners under the gum trees. Australia is home to more than 10,000 beaches. If you visited a different one every day, it would take you over 27 years to see them all.
South Africa is a place that moves you, not with speed but with soul. It hums in the rhythm of the drum, in the rustle of tall grass, in the hush that falls when your child sees their first giraffe in the wild. Here, families don't just witness nature, they are welcomed into it.
Your adventure might begin in Kruger National Park, where the early morning call is not an alarm, but the low rumble of distant hooves. Wrapped in blankets in the back of a safari vehicle, children sit alert, tiny binoculars pressed to curious eyes. They wait, barely breathing, until suddenly, there it is, a herd of zebra, a flash of stripes in golden light. Then a moment later, a lion cub tumbles behind its mother. Even the youngest traveler feels it, the awe of the untamed.
South Africa invites families into something primal and peaceful at once. In the right lodge, your children learn tracking skills, watch birds from observation decks, or listen to stories around a fire that's been burning longer than most have been alive. And when it's time to trade the bush for the breeze, the garden route opens like a dream. A road trip that hugs the southern coast, dotted with wild beaches, canopy zip lines, and gentle lagoons.
In Knysna, families dine on open-air decks as boats drift by. In Tsitsikamma, brave hearts soar through the forest canopy, while little feet splash in riverbends below. Then there's Cape Town, where the world gathers in color. Take the cable car up Table Mountain, and the city spreads below like a painting. Or venture out to Boulders Beach, where African penguins nest in the sand and waddle past barefoot explorers with no fear. These are not zoo animals. These are neighbors.
Everywhere you go, there's story, there's culture, and there's kindness. In township markets, in fishing villages, in mountain passes where the road climbs between the clouds. Your family will leave South Africa with more than photographs. You'll carry rhythm in your footsteps and perspective in your pockets.
Opt for malaria-free safari zones like Madikwe or Pilanesberg if traveling with very young children. Many safari lodges cater specifically to families with kids' activities, private drives, and early bedtime-friendly meals. South Africa has 11 official languages, but the one your kids will remember is laughter. It needs no translation.
The United States isn't just one country. It's a kaleidoscope of childhood dreams, endless landscapes and road signs that point to adventure. Here, the highways hum with stories, and every state is like a new chapter, waiting to be read aloud together, one memory at a time. In Florida, fantasy reigns. The gates to Walt Disney World open not just to rides and characters, but to joy itself. Children become pirates, princesses, astronauts, and explorers, all in the space of a day. And when night falls, fireworks bloom above Cinderella's castle like the end of a storybook that somehow keeps going. But beyond the parks, Florida still sparkles. Airboat rides through the Everglades, manatee encounters in Crystal River, and beaches where the sand feels like sugar beneath your toes. Further west, the land stretches wide. In California, you can hike under the towering redwoods in the morning, dip your toes into the Pacific in the afternoon, and end your day watching stars from the desert floor. Cities like San Diego blend surf culture with world-class zoos, while San Francisco charms families with trolley rides and sea lions that bark greetings from the docks. And then there are the parks, the kind carved by time and wind. The Grand Canyon, Yosemite, Zion. In these places, nature speaks in colors and canyons, and your children will remember not just the size of the rocks, but how small they felt and how big their wonder grew. Even the road itself is an adventure. Route 66, the Pacific Coast Highway. A minivan becomes a vessel of laughter, music, snack breaks, and the age-old cry of, "Are we there yet?" Followed by the answer you never grow tired of, "Almost." In the USA, your family becomes a tribe of explorers. Whether you're hiking, paddling, climbing, or coasting, you're doing it together. And in a world that moves so fast, that togetherness becomes the real destination.
Plan ahead for national parks. Most require reservations in peak season. Buy an annual America the Beautiful pass for access to all federal parks. And don't underestimate drive times. Fly between major regions if needed. The USA has more than 400 national park units, many with junior ranger programs where kids earn badges by completing fun, educational activities.
5 countries, 5 chapters, and 100 little moments stitched into one big memory. Because family travel isn't about where you go, it's about how you go. It's eating something strange and loving it. It's laughing over a language you can't quite speak. It's taking the long road, getting lost, and finding joy anyway. These adventures will fade from the itinerary, but they'll stay in your hearts. The lantern-lit nights, the stories in stone, the animal tracks, the campfires, the sound of your children saying, "I'll never forget this," and neither will you.
Thanks for joining us on Family Holidays Around the World, Episode 2, Epic Family Adventures, 2025. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and tell us in the comments, where in the world will your family go next?